Hi there, it's Gladys again with another burning question. And this one, it was straight up a question that said, how can I heal so that I can trust again? So I've talked about this a little bit with some of the other questions about how can I, trust myself to put myself out there again after being in a toxic relationship, or how can I tell if a man's trustworthy, or how can I trust myself to not choose another narcissist. But this one is straight up, how do I heal so I can trust again? So the first thing I want to say to the person who wrote this this question is, it takes a lot of courage and self-awareness to say, I know that there's something here that gets to be healed. Here's why I'm saying that, because otherwise what happens, and maybe this resonates with you, or somebody that this is true for, you start looking outside of yourself like, oh, the reason that I can't trust is because men are not trustworthy. Men are liars and cheaters, and they say one thing and they do another. That's a belief that you have. That's actually something that gets to be healed. It's a limiting belief. It's limiting your experience, the experience that you can have with men. It's also probably having you attract men who affirm that for you. They actually provide evidence for you that they're liars, they're cheaters, they're saying one thing and doing another. So I just wanted to start by acknowledging you. And usually the first step that Michelle and I take with our clients is accepting what's happened, bringing acceptance to it. And what does that mean? So a lot of times there has been something that has happened. There's some things that have happened. Many times they happened way back when you were a child. Somebody broke your trust, disappointed you. There was maybe an adult that you really admired or trusted, and then they said or did something, or you saw or heard something, and you were like, whoa, this is not who I thought they were, or somehow it felt unsafe to trust that person. And then what happens is, just like I said before, you start gathering evidence for whatever decision you made. So there's an event that happened, and there's a decision that you made. So let's say that the decision is, I can't trust people. Like, it's not safe to trust people. Well, then what happens after that is that decision creates what we call a love barrier. So a love barrier is either a fear, a limiting belief, or a dysfunctional, meaning not working, pattern that doesn't work to create love, intimacy, happiness. And so those love barriers create a barrier between not just you being able to attract and receive love, but also for you to be able to give love freely and experience it fully. So then the love barrier, let's say that you start creating a dysfunctional pattern, meaning you start attracting people into your life who are not trustworthy. You start to have the experience where, even in not just in love, friendships, people at work, people in your family, you start finding more and more evidence that you cannot trust people, right? There's a belief that if I trust you, you're going to hurt me. That could be the limiting belief. And then the dysfunctional pattern is I continue to attract people who are not trustworthy, not because I want to be disappointed, betrayed one more time, but because energetically, subconsciously, I'm actually drawing that person to me. It could be that I'm trying to see if this time I can change the person, if this time I can, quote unquote, fix them. And so then your pattern creates a certain result, a certain amount of results, right? So now I've got 3 relationships where I was cheated on, or I have several relationships in my life where people just feel like it's okay to lie to me. My experience is that the more I trust, the more I'm disappointed. Those are the results. So in order to break this cycle, we can't change what happened. We cannot go back into the past and erase the event that happened. So we've got to go to the next thing, which was the decision that was made. And we've got to not just say the opposite of it, because your brain and your body know that you're lying to yourself if you really don't believe it. We've got to break down that decision and the identity that you created, like I'm the person that people lie to. Break through that, and then break through the love barriers, the fears, the limiting beliefs, and the patterns that got created because of that decision. And then we teach you how to replace those old thoughts and behavior patterns so that you can start creating new results, which is going to give you what you actually want versus what you've been not wanting, what you've been fearing, what you've been avoiding, what the limiting beliefs you've been believing. Okay, so that is a very fast way to explain the process that we teach. We're going to be going through this entire process during the Irresistible Woman Live. Of course, we do that in our programs as well, but if you want to spend 3 days where we collapse time and we do work that would normally take us, let's say, 2 to 3 months in 3 days, go ahead and click on the link that's somewhere with this video. Join us for those 3 days. I promise you, you will have the kind of breakthrough that the rest of your life, the entire rest of your life, will never be the same, because you broke through that linchpin that has been keeping the past in your present and future and stopping you from attracting the love and the life that you want and deserve. So go ahead, click on that link, and I'll see you tomorrow on the next burning question.